Hi, my name is Duncan Autry, and I am a conflict transformation catalyst and educator. And in my work, I find myself teaching people about communication a lot. And today's video is about how to speak up for yourself and why it is so important. And I want to start by telling a pair of stories. The first story is about a woman I met recently who was telling a story about talking to a friend of hers. And he started sharing something that she found to be a little disturbing. And she was practicing speaking up for herself and trusting her feelings. And so she decided to take a risk and tell him that she felt uncomfortable with what he was saying. And at first he was defensive, but then once she was able to show that she really was interested in what was going on for him and really was just trying to speak up for herself, they were able to engage into a deeper conversation. And she told me that in the end, it brought their friendship like way closer together than it ever could have been. And in fact, she thought that maybe if she didn't speak up, it's possible that they might not have spent time together again. And I want to contrast that with another story. A friend of mine was telling me about how her father, who was aging, needed to move to a different facility. And um, there was a choice to have the father move to a facility closer to her sister. And um, that meant that my friend was not really going to be able to visit him as easily anymore because it would be just start becoming like prohibitively expensive to do that. And she felt really hurt by the decision, and I think she was able to express that hurt. And then when I asked if she had asked for some help in like paying for those visits, she told me that she didn't really want to say it because she didn't really want to bother them, or that she didn't want to like put that pressure on them. She didn't feel like it would be polite. But what more, she really just felt like they should have figured it out themselves and that it should have been obvious. And the thing is, and this is why we have communication, um, it's not really obvious to other people what's going on in our minds and our hearts. And we can't really assume that everyone else is seeing the world the way we do. And that's why we talk to people. Um, so, um, what I wanted to really talk about, though, is like why it's actually so important to speak up and tell your truth and ask for what you want, not only for yourself, but it's also a way of honoring the relationship that you're in, and then it's also a way of honoring the other person as well. Hmm. So, what do I mean by this? Um, when we speak up for ourselves, it's a way of claiming that we have a place in the world and that we deserve to be here. It's also a way to really honor like ourselves and our feelings and to really show that kind of self-love and self-respect that is so important. But it's also a way to get what we want. The only way we can get the world to engage with us and sort of getting our needs met is by asking for the kind of help we need. And that brings us to why this is a good way to value relationships. Because if we're able to have a conversation with someone about our own experience, especially when it feels risky or it feels like maybe it's challenging or difficult, just the very act of speaking up for ourselves is a way of communicating that we value the relationship, that we really believe that there can be a space for mutual support and connection. It also gives people the opportunity to collaborate with each other. And that's kind of what the magic of relationships are in the first place, that they help us be able to accomplish things that we really could never do on our own. And then finally, when we speak up for ourselves, we're also paradoxically showing that we really care about the other person. Because, first of all, we're being a model for um, being in integrity and being authentic. And if we're able to sort of let the other person know that we want to hear what's going on for them by doing some good listening, then it's a wonderful way to show that we're interested in what's going on in their authentic experience. And also, it's a way to just say that we trust them. We trust that they can handle our own difficult reality and that we want to be closer to them as well. And you know what? Everyone, it seems challenging sometimes, but people really do enjoy being a person who is supportive to others. So the idea here is that if you have feelings or you feel impacted by what's going on by someone else, um, trust those experiences, trust yourself, and speak up. Tell your truth. Tell the other person what's going on for you. And then invite them to engage in a respectful conversation with you. Be curious about what their experience is. And if you're able to do this, then that's going to bring you deeper connection and deeper relationships, and really just more authentic experiences all around. If you would like to find more about effective communication, you can find information in my website, which is duncanautry.com. And then there's information at /effective-communication. Also, if you feel like you would like to learn how to speak up for yourself better, or you feel like that your team or organization would benefit from more effective communication skills, you're welcome to schedule a call with me. I do free half-hour discovery calls, and you can schedule that at calendly.com/Duncan Autry. Thank you for watching this video, and have a good day.